2019. Hi Steami Nation, I'm your host Ntigilanga, and please do join us over the next 3 days as we journey through the periodic table of element. It is 150 years old and we are discovering our element. Stay tuned. So, Dr. Stephen with the PH.
Because I'm a chemist.
Because you're a chemist, right? Dr. Stephen Ashford, thank you so much for giving us your time and allowing us to just speak to you for 2 seconds. I know you're a very busy man.
Yep.
And you're running around and you have to get to Mars and wherever you need to get.
So difficult getting from Mars back to
There's
South
a lot
Africa.
of places you need to go. So, quick question. Why science and why South Africa? Because you're from the UK, yes?
I am from the UK, yes. So why science? It's because I was good at it as a child. I enjoyed it. I worked hard, I got good grades, I worked harder because I got good grades and I enjoyed it. And then why South Africa? Well, that's a long story, but I'll try and cut it short, just for you. How it happened was I was doing some research with colleagues in the University of East Anglia, that's where I teach chemistry and physics, and they had a collaborator here at Rhodes University. The collaborator at Rhodes University was on the advisory committee for SciFest. And she found out that I did demonstration lectures. So I traveled around going to, it was adult groups then, it wasn't schools. But I was going around to adult groups doing these demonstration lectures. And so she arranged for me to be invited to SciFest. And that was my first time. That was in 2008.
Oh wow, that's like 11 years ago now.
Yeah, so I've been to SciFest now 10 times. I missed 2010.
Why? How can you miss the one time when the World Cup is here?
I know, that's probably why.
Not a soccer fan.
So, and I've just become more involved. Those first couple of times I just did 1 or 2 shows. Now I'm involved with the advisory committee. I tend to do lots of events during the week. And this year, the International Year of the Periodic Table, I am curating the festival. Now this is a new post, and I've been able to design some of the content and invite some special speakers to the festival, and I've had a blast doing it. It's been really good fun. Yeah,
it seems great so far. And what is the importance of SciFest Africa?
It's important in a number of ways. One is to inspire the next generation of scientists. There are a lot of challenges that we're going to have in our future. Getting enough calories to feed the world, enough energy, these sorts of things. And so we need a new generation of scientists who are equipped to face those challenges. But another thing is, if you look around here, you'll see lots and lots of school groups. And this is sometimes, for some of these children, it's the only time they're going to get really good careers advice. Because all the exhibitors here, lots of universities, but there are other organizations, the DST has lots of things, SKA. These are all places where they can talk and see how to get into scientific careers. There's some lovely stories of children that have visited SciFest and as a result of an interaction here have gone on and they'll have the paths of their lives changed completely.
So you would say that what SciFest Africa is trying to achieve is just to inspire that scientist and to make that new scientist or that future scientist. Is that what you're trying to achieve?
There's that, but then we're also just inspiring them to see there's a bigger world out there that they can be a part of.
Yeah, and quite often, I mean, when students think science, they think lab coat, they think lab, They don't think beyond. They don't realize that small things like putting on your light at home is science and can be explained by science.
Exactly
so
right.
it's those small things that you're trying to show them that science is in your everyday life.
Yes.
And you live and breathe science pretty much.
You do, and there's lots of ways to use science that doesn't,
Yes.
as you say, doesn't have to be in the lab.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you'll find here there are workshops, some chemistry workshops like I run, but there are coding workshops.
Yes.
So you can go and get a taste of programming a computer, and these sorts of advances aren't possible without that computational power these days.
Of course. But one last question before you run off. It is the International Year of the Periodic Table, so I have to ask you, as a chemist,
Yes.
all right, if you had to be an element, or which element best describes you and why? And not carbon.
Which element best is now that's a difficult one. I thought you were going to ask me my favorite element.
No.
Now that's easy. Which one best describes me? I think I would like it to be titanium.
Okay, why?
Light but strong.
Okay, light but strong.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that it's TI.
No.
Okay, so you're not a TI fan.
TI?
Okay, that's okay. They will get it. They will get it. But thank you so much for giving us your time. And yeah, we really hope you enjoy the rest of the festival.
Okay, guys. So welcome to the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research's stand at SciFest. Okay. Are you guys ready to build Kamano, the rhino? Yeah. Do you guys all understand what is required from you guys?
Yes.
Do you guys understand?
Niyavisisa.
Okay, but yebo. Can you please just tell us which school you come from? A little bit louder so that everyone can hear you. Gumahashi. What grade are you guys in?
Grade 7.
So are you guys ready? Okay, so at 1, we're all gonna start building Kamano the rhino. Ne? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Yay, we're done! What did this exercise teach you guys? From all that struggling, wanting to give up, stopping and thinking hard and feeling like you're just not finding the solution, what did you guys get from this one exercise? Creative. What else did it teach you guys? And Sipo, when you were on your knees, what was going through your mind? When you wanted to give up and you were so frustrated that you even went on your knees, what was going through your mind? What did this teach you? When you finally got to the end and you found a solution. Sorry for breaking your rhino. But what did you get from all of this? Not to give up, right? And to always think critically, right? It forced you to think really, really hard, didn't it? So when you go back to school, I want you guys to apply these skills, ne? Firstly, you don't give up. Ne? You don't give up. If something was meant to be easy, we'd all be doing it. Ne? So you go and you work hard and you persist. Okay.
Okay, so what is this?
This is a rock.
Of what?
Yeah, say platinum rock.
Is it a platinum rock?
Yeah. Give back, please.
So there's platinum in here?
Yes.
So if I take this, I'll be rich?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No.
No, I won't. Okay.
Yeah. This is a model
Of what?
of the real furnace. It works directly as the real one. So we got the electricity, the current come from the transformer.
Okay.
And it runs through, this is an electrode. Electrode, a graphite electrode. Graphite, why graphite? Because it's a good conductor of electricity.
Okay.
So.
Hello, South Africa. My name is Mignon Cardinti. I'm a U.S. diplomat with the U.S. Consulate in Cape Town, and I'm here with Steami Nation talking about science, math, education, and STEM. And if I could be any element in the periodic table, I would be iron, of course, because I'm strong, and we need iron to have healthy bodies. And so I hope you come out to SciFest and join us in talking about why it's so important to have women and men in the STEM fields. This is an imperative area of education for us. It's where we can actually make a huge difference and impact our future. So continue to study those science fields, those math fields, engineering, and we hope to see you at the next SciFest.